Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. It is Tuesday night, and we are live and in effect as I report to you from behind this plastic microphoning device where we have a little bit of fun. We answer some of your comments and interact. Who knows, we may get a scammer call or seven, and we'll find out and see if that happens. We have JD is with us tonight, and welcome to JD. Let's see if you were indeed first officially. Yes, you were. And look at this. It is the global warmer's birthday. Everybody say happy birthday to the global warmer. Yes, and he is very kind to join us on his birthday. A very high honor. Yes, indeed. Thank you, sir. Happy birthday to the global warmer. You are the man. All right. Very good. Another year older. There he is. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And good to see me and my drone. Tommy Stacker, Stefan is here with a thumbs up. Thank you. And Tim Telepal, the Silver Sphincter, and HVAC. Residential Basics is here, waving to us. I think he's driving, and he's keeping his eyes on the road, if I'm interpreting that correctly. Shiny McStack and Patrick Ekstrom is here, and Mason662 with fist bumping us. All right. Yes, indeed. Very, very good. All right. Now, let's get into, shall we? We're going to get into a little bit of the comments here. Let's get to it. We've got from Golden Gilder. It says, nice on this this $20,000 Morgan-proof silver dollar. You got to check that video out if you haven't done so already. Pretty wild. We got James Halford says here on this video about the Buy Fed Now video. It seems like when you sell back to the dealer, as they'll immediately know and slam you with capital gains. Maybe take that from you simultaneously. And don't be surprised if they say that you've reached your purchase limit because mining use is up your carbon credits very rapidly. Now, I'll tell you what, I think that's where we very well could be heading in the future. Very likely, much more likely as these things get implemented. I know people say it's fear-mongering about the CBDC. I disagree. We have every right to be scared. All right, thank you, Tommy Stacker. Appreciate it. He liked my Easter video. Thank you. Butterfly Effect. I love it. That's a good name. Welcome. Good to see you. Yankee Pride is here, and so is Rick Koritz. Today is the global warmer's birthday, so send him a happy birthday greetings. We appreciate him. He's been a longtime viewer of the channel. Yes, indeed. And Zardoz with 2 thumbs up. Thank you, Zardoz, my friend. Appreciate that. He dropped a couple of cluster bombs in here on the chat with some channel memberships. Very kind. And Baby Brahma Mama is here with us, as well as Carrie Boren. Welcome, welcome. General Mayhem says, did you see AppMex is not allowing purchases below $250? First SD had $500 minimum. Wow. So more and more bullion dealers are starting to amp up their minimums now. Yep, that goes to show you where we are under a squeeze of silver products. Yes, indeed. Jenko's Gold Adventures chimes in here and says, just pegged the gold mine here in Queensland, Australia. Wow. Nice. Just pegged the gold mine. Nice. I guess that means he's actually staked out an area to do some prospecting. That's pretty cool. Nickel Stacking is here. Hello, Nickel Stacking. Welcome. Good to see you. The Black Swordsman is here. Tony is here. Welcome, one and all. Guns and Watches. Yes, I appreciate you guys coming in here. There we go. Stefan is a longtime viewer, first-time caller. All right. That's right. Very good. Your carbon credits are gone when you turn your phone on. That's right, Gold Chick. That's kind of where we are headed. Insane in the membrane. Dale Rushton says, happy Easter, Sal, everybody. Happy Easter to you. Yes, indeed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bosnian Stacker says, good live stream. Thank you, Bosnian Stacker. Thank you for watching the replay on that. And we have got the Finn59 Shaw says here, I hardly ever go out to eat, he says, but I did go to a nice family-owned Mexican. Excuse me. I must be allergic to family-owned Mexican restaurants. I offered my server a $10 tip or a silver buffalo. Not the ugly buffalo. Anyway, he chose the silver, and he knew what it was. Nice. That is a great way to tip and to educate people on precious metals. Way to go. Way to go. All right. Yes, indeed. Let's see here. Dan, I'm starting to think with the price is still increasing through the week, I see 20 pounds is now the new floor limit for now. More like 17 pounds silver. All right. Yeah, it's crazy. Thank you, thank you. Hey, thank you, Constitutional Stacker. Good to see you. Welcome, and thank you, JD and Jim. And let's see here. All right, we've got Red Crawler says, I missed it. Happy Easter, Sal, and everybody working and trucking. Well, thank you, brother, working hard. Thanks for popping by. I appreciate you guys. I know a lot of people, we all have jobs. I've got a 40-hour a week full-time job too, and I do YouTube, try to watch other channels and stuff like that. So it makes me all the more appreciative of this audience because I know many of you have other things going on. You choose to spend your time here, and I appreciate it. So I want to make it worth your while as much as I can. Thank you. All right, Dixon Hills, thank you for the $1.99 super chat, my friend. I appreciate that. Greetings, Durn Nibelung. Welcome. Good to see you, sir. Dixon Hills, thanks again for that super chat. First one of the night. One up. Thank you, brother. All right. TTBS says, found it. There you go. I thought you must have saw maybe the first time I responded to his comment live, and he found where I made that response. Thank you. Most people get it when I say this. There's some people that don't get it, and it's kind of funny. It's like, you keep on saying that. You keep on saying the same thing and respond to people's questions. Well, if you read what the comment says, I'm responding to your comment verbally in a live stream. It should be pretty obvious what's happening here. They said, well, where's the live stream? Just go back to the day that this was posted. Anyways, very good. All right. Evil One says, if I remember correctly, you need the blood of 20 people to get 1 gram of gold. Just a fun fact. Please don't try to mine gold from humans. That's right, exactly. Wow. That's put us in perspective, doesn't it? Michael Phillip is here. Good to see you. And good to see Daisy SK is here. Daisy? From what I understand, the $500 minimum orders is for online only. I think you can still call in for less than that, I believe. If what somebody made a comment about that on my channel. Good to see Snakebite. All right. And good to see TJF is here as well. Good to see you. All right. Bosnian Stacker says, not sure how much gold is on Earth, but I want it all. There we go. That's right. I'll tell you what. If you could get it all, and you could fit it in a 75 by 75 foot space, you'd have to have a pretty heavy foundation because it weighs more than the Statue of Liberty. James Farrell says, Happy Easter, Sal, and to all a good week ahead. Yes, indeed. Good week ahead. Thank you, James. Journeyman says, the Credit Suisse bar now has some history to it. It sure does. That's right. Credit Suisse making the news for sure. Eva Cowboy is here. Good to see you. And Great Nate is here. Hello, Great Nate. All right. Daryl Mudge says, stack, stack, stack. Be your own bank. Help out your family and friends when the collapse of the dollar comes. Poverty will explode. I tell you what, it's pretty crazy what's happening. And if we see massive inflation, poverty will set in very, very quickly. Happy Resurrection Day to Z Seller. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Good live stream. Thumbs up. Thank you, Boston. He's been watching a lot of the older videos, which I appreciate. Matthew Kennedy. It's not $800 anymore. That coin is $2,000 now. Not quite. The coin is probably about $1,300, $1,400 if I'm not mistaken. Last I checked. But thank you. Yes, crazy. Yeah, $800 for that coin on this video, and it's starting to make its rounds again. Pretty wild. The Indian that never was, a $10 gold eagle. If you get a chance to check that video out, I encourage you to do so. Jay West says, well done, my friend. Happy Resurrection Day. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Celtic 15C. Jesus knew, but he still washed Judas's feet. That's true. Yep, exactly right. Exactly. That's a good point. Very good point. Bosnian Stacker, another good one. Thank you, Bosnian Stacker. And we've got Primus Fan has got some lyrics from Joni Mitchell, and not from Les Claypool. That's okay. She says, we are stardust, we are golden, we are billion-year-old carbon, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden. There you go, Joni Mitchell. There you go. Thank you. Pretty wild. To the dust we come, from the dust we shall return. There's Jenko Gold's Adventures. Hello from Australia. There you go. We just responded to his comment. I think he's staking a claim to do some prospecting, if I read his comment right. Is that right, Jenko? You can rewind, hear my response to your comment. Thanks for coming by. And Gabby B says, no one knows. Your guess is as good as anyone else's. Well, thank you. At least it's as good as everybody else's. I'm glad it's not any less than anybody else's. Thank you. Silver Beast of the East. Ooh, I like that name. It says the following, and I quote directly. Happy Easter, Sal. Is there any reason silver was used in this instance and not gold, copper, or brass? Just curious. Well, silver was more widely, there was still more silver than gold back then, although its ratio was closer, I think, and it was more valuable. But I think gold was mostly used for decorative elements and for other things, not as money as much. Very good. All right. There you go. Very good. Let's see here. Butts or fly effect. But at what point will de-dollarization do we eventually see reasonably priced silver eagles? I don't know. Honestly, I don't think de-dollarization is going to help with that. I think it's only going to make the prices go up, if anything, because the dollar strength will go down, premiums will go up, demand will go up. Silver Heist Washman, thank you for washing my feet, brother. You forgot to get in between the little pinky toe and my ring toe, whatever the ring toe is. I don't wear rings on my toes, but he forgot to get the crevice in between there. I'll get you on the next one. I appreciate that. If you could get that spot just a little bit better next time, I'd appreciate it. Thanks a bunch. And Chuck and Plata is here with a Matt Amog. That's right, Amog, which just means a multitude of gratitude. It also means a make oranges great. America make oranges great. That's what it means. Mm-hmm. Justin Trudeau is here. Hello, Justin Trudeau. I finally got it right. You know, for probably a couple of weeks, I was directly insulting Justin Trudeau by calling him Justin Trudeau, which was a direct insult, and I apologize for that, for getting my words twisted on that, because it is specifically Justin Trudeau. Yes, indeed. So, my apologies. All right. Lux Sterilization says, thank you for sharing the gospel message undiluted on this channel. God bless you in this channel. Happy Easter. Thank you, Lux. Said, hey, it's the least I can do. I need to be a better example. Words are fine, but I need to be really a better example, because I'm certainly at fault, even with how I run this channel sometimes. Sometimes I'm a little bit crude. Sometimes I get a little bit short with people that are insulting on the channel. I need to be more forgiving and graceful and the like. I need to practice more what I preach, I guess you would say. But hey, I guess none of us are perfect. But anyways, all right, let's see here. I'm good to see Solemn Stacker is here. Welcome, Solemn Stacker. And let's see here. We have got BB. One time I heard a geological scientist say every 115 tons of moisture, they extract only 1 gram of gold. Wow. Yes, that makes sense. Makes sense indeed. There we go. And CCT is here. Curtain Twitcher is here. Welcome, Curtain Twitcher. Very good. All right. Welcome to Evil Cowboy. All right. For all of you newcomers here that have just popped in in the last 5 minutes, I have a special request. I sneezed earlier in the broadcast, and none of you knew it happened, okay? So I'm hoping to get a little bit of attention, and maybe you will say, bless you, Sal. I'm hoping, because I sneezed before you came in. So I'm just looking for a little bit of attention. I am seeking attention, admittedly so, to get a blessing from all of you for sneezing before you got here, okay? All right, very good. All right, I ain't no saint, that's right, over here, but I did sneeze like a mofo earlier. You missed it, John Bethia. You should have heard me. Over here, you should have heard me sneeze. Anyway, Sal, is it best to trade silver eagles for other silver coins at this time? You know what? It may not be a bad idea, actually, with the premiums going up. That actually may not be a freaking bad idea. Yeah. I think so. Thank you, guys. Thank you all for the blessings. I appreciate that. I know I'm an attention whore at this point. I apologize for it, but that's right. There you go. Baby blessed me. Baby Brahma Mama gave me a blessing. That's right. Well, just you being here, baby Brahma Mama, is a blessing. Mama is a blessing in and of itself. Yep, 4 people, but they were already here, Dan. I'm talking about the people that weren't here. John Michael says, Gesundheit. All right. Thank you. All right. Very good. I'm not getting any attention from the scammers. No scammers are calling me. Those sons of biscuits. I'm literally over my head about this. Thank you, Nicole B. Appreciate it. All right. Good thing we're not slurping while you sneeze. That would not be that would have been a disaster, Nickel Stacking. You're right. Nickel Stacking, by the way, been posting some very good thought-provoking videos lately. Check him out. John Bannon, another great video, Sal. You're the best. God bless. Hey, thank you. And he didn't hear me sneeze, and he said God bless yesterday for the sneeze I did today. Thank you, John. Man, how insightful. Wally Page, the people must stand up and stop this digital currency and ID. They will own you and they will control you. Yep, I tell you what, there ought to literally be a bill on the House floor to stop FedNow in its tracks. Adventures in Michigan with Lisa. Happy Easter. Yes, indeed. Happy Easter to you. Thank you. I only sneezed once, Silas, at least today. Yes, indeed. All right. Only once. I'm an attention what? I know. I don't want to say it, Gold Chick. I don't want to draw attention to myself by saying that I'm an attention whatchamacallit. All right. All right. Terry Holmes says, I'm grateful for all the stacking community has to offer. It seems lately not all the channels have become a means for dealers to advertise on. Well, I think it's time for myself to not consider the false narratives plaguing YouTubers and the stacking community. Good luck to all. All right, Terry. Well, you don't get much dealer advertising. In fact, I don't have any dealers advertising on here. So you're making a comment on this channel when I don't have any dealers advertising here. I've never been offered for dealers to advertise here. So I don't know why you're making this comment here, but anyways, you're kind of lumping us all in together. But any event, I think even if a channel does have a dealer advertise, there's ways that they can do it ethically, and I think many of them do ethically say, hey, this dealer is advertising, but you should still be responsible about your purchases and the like. So I would think even if they do have a dealer advertise, to just consider what they're saying on the overall message of that channel. So there's no false narrative, especially here, as I don't have dealers, precious metals dealers advertise. I do some sponsored content from time to time, but it is what it is, and people should do their own due diligence, and I always encourage people to do that. But anyways, all right. It's just interesting. It floors me what some people comment. I get some comments on this channel that I don't feel worthy of the very kind things that some people say, and then there's comments like this that are just like, I'm scratching my head. What the heck is this guy? Maybe he's meant to post on another video, has me confused with some other channel. I don't know. But anyways, Harry Zero, platinum perhaps is a must if you're a stacker, even if it's just one beautiful example. Sadly, some countries tax you from your taxed income to acquire it. I previously purchased platinum via EU tax loopholes, which we in the UK can no longer explore. Now that currency copulation has screwed the value of money, gold can be whatever price it takes to acquire. Wow. Yeah, I'm sorry, Harry Zero. And I do like the idea of having some platinum in your collection. Some people disagree with me on that, but anyways, very good. All right. Thank you, John Bethia. Appreciate it. And let's see here. That's right. Be like the Royals, no me. I'm not sure what to see. No comment speaks volumes. That's right, very good. Let's see here. All right, very good. And Bosnian Stacker says, great video as always. Another thumbs up. Thank you, Bosnian Stacker. I appreciate that. Very, very kind of you, sir. The Fun Zone, I think a silver standard is a better idea. Yeah, I think there's ways to make silver and gold actual circulating money again, for sure. All right. And AI, I don't think that Jesus died on the cross to wipe our sins. Why do that? He can wipe out all the sins if he was God. And if God died, then who controlled the universe when he was dead? I'll answer that in just a second, AI, but I want to thank Evil Cowboy for the 99-cent super chat. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much. DB is here. Let's explore custom answer machine messages. Now, there you go. I could do that. If you want me to do an answer machine greeting for your answering service, you let me know. For your voicemail, you just let me know. I'll do that. That's a good idea for a side hustle. Yes, indeed. All right, very good. All right, so this is actually a very good question, a little bit of a theological question by A.A.I. or A.Al, I think is what it is, says. I don't think that Jesus died on the cross to wipe our sins. Why do that? He can wipe out all sins if he was God. And if he was God, died, then who controlled the universe when he died? Well, there's something called the Trinity. In other words, it's three in one. In other words, God is three separate entities but equal as one. Let me explain that. Let me preach on it, as the one would say. See, think of God like a cherry pie, not the warrant version, but cherry pie in so much is that you've got three slices of cherry pie. Each of those individual pieces are separate pieces, but they are all cherry pie. If you slice that pie into three slices, okay? That's God, essentially. That's the best way I can think of to explain the Holy Trinity. God the Holy Spirit, God the Son, and God the Father. Now, that's number one. So what happens is God, by the way, thank you, baby Brahma. I appreciate that. Oh, blowing me kisses. You are awesome, baby Brahma. Mama, appreciate that. $3 super chat. Very kind of you. You are awesome. Very, very kind of you indeed. Oh, yeah. All right. So there's that. The other thing is why would he die on a cross for our sins, but he can just wipe the sins with just a blink of an eye? He could do that. But the thing is under the Abrahamic law and under the law of the New Testament, he wanted to help people understand the sacrifice, because that's what it was about. To get to God, you had to provide a sacrifice under the order of things. It's about connecting with people. And so, I mean, in fact, why even have sins? Under your thinking, AAL, we can just, why even have sins to die for anyway? In other words, why not just make us all autonomous drones that worship him at all times? You see what I'm saying? He gives us free will. He gives us free will. And in order to atone for that free will, there must be a sacrifice. That's why they call Jesus the Lamb of God, and not the heavy metal band either, but the actual Lamb of God that died for our sins. And so if that one piece of the pie happens to die, and by the way, not only did Jesus die for our sins, but he went into hell, and he suffered there too before he kicked Satan's ass and grabbed the keys of death and Hades. And so it's a voluntary thing that he did as 100% God and 100% man, with a full weight of what it means to be human when he died on that cross. That's what makes it so special, because there was a lot of people that were crucified at the time. Jesus suffered immensely, more so even as a human, but as God, he fully understood and atoned for, because he actually literally became sin. He actually became sin. And while he was on the cross, it was the closest that he had ever come to sinning without actually sinning, because he asked the question. He questioned God, why have you forsaken me? That was the furthest he's ever been from God. And what is sin, by the way? Sin is nothing more than being separate from God. He was not separate from God, but he said, why did you forsake me? And so that all you have to do is understanding that he died and sacrificed himself because he loves each and every one of us, that we accept and believe that he died, and that we are sinners, which means that we are just apart from God, and then we can accept him into our life. So there it is. So I hope that explains it. And so God is completely in control and was in control at the time that he died and went into hell and came back. So I hope that answers it. Good, very good question, though. Very, very good question. It deserves some time. So anyways, sorry about that, guys. I didn't mean to proselytize there, but anyways. All right. No, do not tithe to me. That's for sure, Michael Phillip. Please do not tithe to me. All right, very good. I ain't no church. All right, let's see here. Let's get back into it. Let's get back into the nitty-gritty of this thing. Journeyman. All right. Platinum has only been minted since 1997. Actually, that's wrong. The Platinum Eagle has been minted since 1997. There's been plenty of other platinum coins that have been minted before them. So it doesn't have a track record. But platinum coins have been minted for probably well over 100 years before that. Although with the political unrest and shutdowns in South Africa, one has to assume the platinum mines are not operating 100%. So there will be a shortage for the 2 to 3 years to come. That's right. Yep, and there's greater demand, too, for platinum. And they're saying. Let's see here. And Chris Spink says, so encouraging as a Christian to hear you, Yankee, and a few others show your faith to give honor and glory to our Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Chris. Appreciate that, my friend. And Bosnian Stacker says, stacking gold and silver are my savings account. A very good video and thumbs up. Thank you, thank you. Yes, indeed. Yes, think of it as a savings account. And there's nothing wrong with having a few 100 ounces in your stash. That's right, of copper. Yep. Should you start stacking copper now? Is a video I did a while ago. Pumpkin King 1323. When I asked about gold and silver, I got a response that said it would not speculate or recommend financial advice. Oh, okay. There we go. All right, interesting. When he asked ChatGPT about stacking gold and silver, interesting. I think it depends on how you ask it. All right. Very good. Where we have a Bosnian Stacker here again, says the following. Debt is a joke in this country because we can get out of it very easy if everyone cares about it. The problems with Americans is that nobody does not care until problems come closer to home, and that's a fact. Thumbs up and good video. Thank you so much. Yeah, it seems like to be something with this country that is in a way unique to other countries. We are a debt-ridden nation, that's for sure. There you go. All right. All right, Silas Marner, I think quoting some Rush there, if I'm not mistaken. John Morgan is here. Can I get a witness? There you go, Normie Norm. Thank you guys for being with me tonight. And let's see here. We've got Fiddlemaster J. Johnny Winter is better than Jimi Hendrix. Texas Blues. Oh, yeah, okay. Texas Blues. People like the Texas Blues. All right. Andy Balsick says, how will the noble citizens of Texas know that there is actually gold backing up their digital currency? I will never trust any digital currency, including a Bitcoin, etc. Digital currency is unconstitutional. Yeah, no, I understand the skepticism. I kind of did talk about that. There is going to be some sort of audit. I mentioned it that would really need to be done to give people full faith in it. But the thing is, when you're in state government, there's a little bit more transparency, I think, and accountability than there is in the federal government. Thank you, Jay McGuire, for the blessings. Appreciate that. I sneezed earlier for those of you who don't remember or weren't here. 2 witnesses. All right. And the land of the free, says Mutant Rife, is false advertising, he says. Hello, Gas Grill. Good to see you. Welcome, everyone and all. Glad you guys are here. If you are so inclined, there is a thumbs up button there close to your screen that, remarkably, if you were to press it, it would actually light up a bit and uptick the number. Yes, indeed. We might get 74 thumbs up if somebody does it here pretty soon. Mutant Right, the land of the free is false advertising. We, the people, have been enslaved by the 16th Amendment after the 13th freed the slaves. Current debt is paid off by future debt, which really appears like a variation of a Ponzi scheme. Debt is enslavement. If we didn't pay nearly $1 trillion in interest per year, we wouldn't need to be taxed so much. CBDCs will be the whips and chains to fully enslave everyone. Yep, exactly right. It's insane. Insanity. All right. Very good. Well, let's see here. By the way, I should be doing some push-ups for these super chats I got earlier. I don't know, forget how many I got, but let me do 5 push-ups. Let me do 5 push-ups for the, I may have done, let me do 10 push-ups just to make sure I get them all. I'll do these push-ups and I'll explain what I mean for those of you who are new here. Let me get these down because I haven't done some push-ups in a hot minute or a cold minute. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, there we go. Now, for those of you who are new here, what I typically do is for every $1 donated via Super Chat, I do 1 push-up. For every dollar donated via PayPal, friends and family, I do too. Why do I do that? Because if they're the super chats, YouTube takes 30% right off the top, and then the taxes take another 20 to 25%. With PayPal, friends and family, there are no fees at all for those transactions. So thank you guys, I appreciate it very much, and very good. Let's move ahead here. Thank you, Lawrence Cosmos. All right. Tucker Carlson, Silversmith says, asked if there was any gold in Fort Knox the other night. Just brought lots of attention to it. Wow, that's great. I'm glad that he did. He's got, I think, the most popular news talk show on TV today. So the very fact that he asked that is massive. A big deal indeed. Wow. Silversmith, if you don't mind, if you could send me a clip of that or a link to it to my email address, I would very much appreciate that. Matt Bittner, would you move to put your life savings in banks, own bonds, buy property in any of the BRICS countries? No, I would never move to a BRICS country. In fact, I would not move out of this country at all. The thing is, as much as people, slam America, and I understand what our politicians are doing is disgraceful, especially with what happened and how they're treating what happened in Tennessee, is an absolute disgrace and absolutely makes me literally sick to my stomach what's happening in Tennessee right now, as one example of it. Completely and utterly hypocritical and just boils my blood. Don't even get me started on that. But with everything else they're doing to ruin this country, even all the stuff that they've done and where this country is going, it's still better than any of the BRICS countries combined. You want to talk about lack of freedom, go to a BRICS country, any of the BRICS countries. Bad news, all of them. And I know there's been a lot of people say, go BRICS countries, go BRICS. But the thing is just wait until you see how their governments are set up. Most of them are authoritarian. And I know we're heading in that direction, especially with all the three-letter agencies, the IRS, the FBI, NSA, and the like. But anyway, Silver Wolverine is here. Hello, Silver Wolverine. Good to see you. Good to see Michael Phillip is here. Yeah, let's see here. Do I do fractional push-ups for the odd cents, or do you round up? I round up. I give them a little bit more. Yes, indeed. That's right. All right. That's right, exactly, Matt Bittner. The United States is the smartest kid on the short bus. Yes, indeed. All right, and let's see here. Let's get to Alex Friederes. Let's see what he's got to say. And the gold-backed digital currency in question is Ripple XRP. Several U.S. banks have a contract with Ripple Laboratories, to my knowledge. So Wells Fargo, Goldman Sachs, etc. There will be a digital version of the silver, copper, rhodium, platinum, and palladium iridium. Ripple is the same company leading the U.S. in development of quantum computers. Anyone ever heard of quantum financial system? Looks like we're a few steps closer to making that a reality. Yep, crazy. Things are moving fast. Good to see you. Dennis Niemeyer is here. Welcome. Yeah, by population, Goldchick is right. By population, 2/3 of the world are in BRICS countries. All right, and let's see here. We've got Bob Turner says, are you crazy? Texas has their own electrical grid, but it is useless grid when needed most. So what good is that for the people? That's right. Texas does have their own power grid, and it is seriously in need of an overhaul. But the thing is the whole American grid needs an overhaul as well, too. The whole American grid, if nine major power stations were to go out, the whole thing would just collapse, go down. Yes, indeed. Very good. All right, let's see here. Yeah, Lindsey Graham. Yeah, Lindsey Graham, I kind of see where he's coming from. I understand where he's coming from and what he says about Taiwan. We need to be tough, but it's a delicate situation because technically, I think we as a nation recognize Taiwan as being a part of China, if I'm not mistaken. So they're an autonomous zone of China. But I think that's why he should be very careful with what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a little bit different situation there because I don't think they've actually declared into independence. You know what I mean? They're kind of just operating as a semi-autonomous state, but they are, you know, and I think they want to. Will the world recognize them as an independent? I don't know. Either way, yep. I think he probably went a little overboard with his comments. Hello, Alma Balls. Good to see you. All right. Boris Perez says, we're being tracked right now. Phone or credit card is traceable for 2 decades now. What I don't want is another fiat manipulated CBDC with time limit, zero interest, or even negative or social rating. That I do not want. But tracked, that's old. Yes, but Boris, here's the difference. It's one thing when a credit card company or private corporations track you. Still bad, still awful. And I think we ought to opt out of that. But it's another thing when the government does it. It's another thing when the government does it uninhibited and without any recourse or say by the people. And of course, it's sort of bad now because a lot of these companies and corporations that are tracking us are in bed with the government. In fact, they get money from the government. They're kind of in collusion. So they very well could volunteer that data over. But the thing is that could happen, and it has happened, and they're being controlled or they're working with the government. But this is crossing the Rubicon to where the feds themselves have complete control and power over our information. That's where it gets extremely scary because we can always choose not to work and deal with those companies. That's the difference. You know, there is at least a choice. With Fed now, there is no choice. Paul Poppenjay, great idea. It sounds like Paxos and Tether, which have their own, go back to ERC20 tokens on the Ethereum blockchain. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the technical details of it will be, but, you know, anyways. And we've got God Bless Texas, says unaffiliated. Thank you, brother. Yeah. Anyone in the U.S. can use this. Now, I don't know about that. I don't know if anybody in the U.S. can use this. I think it's just for Texans, if I'm not mistaken. World money wins. I think Texas is the only state that has resources and ability to form their own country, especially with their own power grid. I believe you're right. They could easily do it, fairly easily do it. And the model year 71 says that this is a Trojan horse, this whole thing. The Texan bill will link gold to the currency, but still sets a digital currency. We have a huge problem with politicians being able to control the fiat currency. Printing digital currency will not solve that problem and add total control of politicians and our dollar. You know, I'm sort of on the fence about this because I think most everything is moving in that direction in one way or the other. It's just about who is in control of it. But I definitely see your point and understand. Let's see here. DK says, I don't trust any government, even the state of Texas. I speak as a Texan living and working in Texas. Yep. I understand. 095 DAS, all before the change the legislation, they like they did with the gold standard with the U.S. dollar. Yeah. They could change it last minute, I guess. I hope they don't. I will accept dollars anytime as long as they are silver or gold. There you go. Gordon McGrath, thank you, brother, for this $2 super chat. I appreciate that, my friend. Very kind of you. I may hold that over for the next one and then add it in for push-ups. Thank you, Gordon McGrath. Very kind of you, sir. All right. Sean Gallagher on this video about Texas and the news there. He says, well, that's what banks used to be, a place that offered the service of looking after the citizens' gold and provided banknotes in its place. The service wasn't free. Going back to that should be easy enough. It's just the digital currency part that creates problems. Maybe in Texas they know that, and maybe that part might just get shelved after they spent a while trying their best to implement it. Yeah, interesting. All right. Yep, because there is going to be fees tied to this too. All right. All right. Very good. Best part of Texas is leaving it. All right. Over here is not a fan of Texas. All right. Jay Hart says, look at all the comments applauding their further enslavement. Yep. I talked about the warnings of a digital currency there too. Anyways. George Strait lyrics there from Silver Honda. Thank you, sir. Mr. E50. We're going to get into today's comments here in just a moment as we march on through the palindrome of madness. Hope Texas gets its way and secede from the Union. Then Mexico can invade after the USA pulls out all military personnel and protections, including the electoral votes, Senate, congressional seats. If anyone thinks Abbott won't steal your gold, you're wrong, as many Texans may lose their U.S. citizenship blocked from leaving Texas since there's no constitution that blocks them from trampling over citizens' rights anymore. All right. Interesting take on that. All right. Very good. He's not a fan of that. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. I appreciate it, guys. We have 102 thumbs up now. Our goal tonight is 750,000 likes on this live stream. Yep, it's a very modest, easily attainable goal. I think we can make that happen. Justin Trudeau says, where the hell are the manipulators? Step in and smash the price down already. I need another 6 months of buying. Exactly. I'm asking the same question. All right. And Justin also says there's a lot of silver pumpers on YouTube. Sal isn't one of them. Just a grounded voice of reason. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Justin. Very kind words. Are you still here, Justin? Thank you so much. That's indeed. All right. Very kind of you to say. Theodore Busales says on this, take notice, silver is doing something different today. Yep. We're seeing the resiliency and the price action now. That's a big sign. We're looking at support now. I would check on premium drops. I noticed premiums were coming off in late January. Then February hit, and it was a perfect storm to short it because it had a topping pattern. That was across both gold and silver. Refused to hedge until I see some kind of thing happening again. Just ride out the pullbacks. The force is with us. There you go. Yep. Thank you, Theodore. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are great. Rocky Superstar is here. It's good to see you. Oh, yeah. Very, very good. And you've got Steve C. says, if most Americans loved America like most Texans love Texas, America would still be strong. Tex it. Get your popcorn ready. Texas is just getting started. Yeah. Tell you what, I would not be surprised if things get really bad if we started to see states break away. Yes, indeed. All right. Let's see. All right. I got your email, Silver Smith. Thank you. I'll check that out after the fact. Stephen Hill says, was a good day today. My 2-ounce silver Salivation Nation coin arrived. It's a nice addition to my collection. All right. Thank you. For those of you who don't know, Stephen Hall was very kind, and he clicked the link in the description of my videos. It's in the description of this very live stream as well, or you can go to my channel just like this and click on it from there. And he's talking about the 2-ounce Salivate Metal Silver Round. Yes, indeed. Available over at JM Bullion. So he ordered one and was pleased with it. It's a nice chunky round. If you get a chance, and if you want a capsule with it, the option to buy it, that as well is there. So very cool. Thank you, sir. Awesome. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad it arrived safely. Very good. All right. Now, we have got Abraham says here. Let me get to this where I can make the most impact. The populace in the know is stockpiling silver while the central banks are stockpiling gold. The general populace will put 2 and 2 together and realize what is really going on. Then the real squeeze will happen. Yes, indeed. Yep, that's right. If we see more and more people, if we even see 20% more than what they're out there now, we're talking a major, major move for sure. Liquid Electrum, thank you for the super chat, my friend. $4.99 super chat. You are the man. Yes, indeed. We're going to add that to the, I think, $2.99 earlier. So I think it was $1.99 or $2.99 that was earlier. So let's do 8 push-ups. 8 push-ups on account of those. Hello, Count Durfee is here. Hello, Count. Good to see you. We're doing some push-ups now for the super chatters that have done that lately. Here we go. 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Yes, indeed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very, very kind. All right. Oh, thank you, Cybercurtain Twitcher. I appreciate that, my friend, for linking to the site to get the JM Bullion rounds, or the rounds, the Salivate Metal rounds at JM Bullion. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, very kind. And let's see here. All right, where are we at? We got the UAHA says the terrorists are the ones in our government. Our banks are funding terrorists, and so are those in the White House. The leaders in Ukraine are also terrorists, and they will be exposed. All right. I don't know that I would use the word terrorist. There's corruption all over the place in our government, and Ukraine has been known for being corrupt for quite a long time, for sure. Gold Maple, silver went down again. Do you guys still believe in silver or the almighty dollar, which is still very high? Well, yes, today that was a different story, and I did a video about that today. Over here was a story about Bud Light. I must have missed it. Well, some guy named, I even forget his name, some dude that dresses like a girl, completely woke, got sponsored by Bud Light with a special can with his image on it, being all girly, and yeah, Dylan Dylan Mudvaney. And anyway, so this dude is sponsored by Bud Light now, and Bud Light is like most beers are really advertised towards, you know, the exact opposite of wokeness, but they've become completely woke now, and so people are, you know, they're starting to push back a little bit on, you know, first it was Coca-Cola for a beverage, and now it's a Bud Light. What's next? These companies going woke. It's insanity. All right, and there's Liquid Electrum says here. Here is the new trend. He says something happens in the world. Silver goes way up, then comes down a few cents. Something shocking happens in the world. You get it. That's right. And the thing is, now in the recent month or so, the dips have been shallower and shallower. You know, have you noticed that, Liquid Electrum? We may get a little bit of dip here and there for silver, but then it just kind of goes up and it's starting to form, you know, a little bit of a resistance there. Silver Honda, thank you so much. As Casey would say, on his America's Top 40, don't keep your feet on the Bud Light, but keep reaching for the gold Memorial Sovereign coin. That's right. Thank you, brother. All right. Yeah. And by the way, Anheuser-Busch owns a lot of different beers. Like Astor, there's a couple of them, but, you know, Busch is one of them. Busch and Busch Light. And I can't think of the O'Doul's for all you non-alcoholic beer drinkers, don't drink O'Doul's. Ray Gilgrath, in the morning, silver will shine. That dollar is toilet paper. Soon, paper. I'm making this order of a week trade from paper for silver stack while we can. It's fixing to go up for a roller coaster ride. Well, Ray, you were right. It did go up. John Michael, thank you, my friend, for the super chat. John Michael, thank you, thank you, thank you. I will add those to the next one for the push-ups on it. We'll do, unless you want me to do them now. That's all right, very good. Last week, 80% of Bud Light drinkers ordered something else. Wow. All right. And Jimmy Had says, so I went to 2 pawn shops in my area, and they tried to rip me off on some rounds. One place offered me $15, and the other place tried to say he could feel a little bit of magnetism on the coin. So waved the magnet across the back and forth. I wanted to trade up to a nice 19-gram 10K gold dragon pendant. No luck. Silver is iffy when selling. Well, Jimmy Hat, there is a little bit of, it's called diamagnetism. That's why you should get something like the CCT Silver Slide, which very scientifically, based off of a very specific angle, you can test it among even other diamagnetic metals to tell whether or not a silver coin is genuine or not. It is the best way using magnets to test your silver is a CCT Silver Slide. That dude should get one of those. I don't think they really knew how to do the magnet test. Anyways, Call of Clash says, super awesome that you're educating people for nothing in return, and just being a good person spreading awareness is awesome, and we truly need more people like you. Thank you for your educational and informative videos. Well, Call of Clash, in full disclosure, I'm not doing this for nothing. It is free to you, but most of the revenue that I get, and by the way, I do get paid to do YouTube, comes from the advertisers on this channel. The ads that you see is where I get the vast majority of my revenue. So the very fact that you're watching, though free to you, because you do either watch those ads or skip them after 30 seconds, that helps. So thank you for being here and watching and spending your time. But honestly, even if there was no revenue stream coming in, I do appreciate you taking the time anyway, because I would still do this even if I didn't have a revenue stream, because I enjoy interacting with you, the people. That's the biggest benefit to me, is to be able to interact with you, the folks here. That's what makes this so special. And how often do I learn about a new kind of Heckler and Koch H&K weapon like the MP5? I've heard of the MP3. No, wait, I guess the MP5. That's a 9mm. That's what the MP5. That's right. The HK MP5 is. I was thinking the HK 93, but the MP5 is what Kid Rock used to shoot up those Bud Light cans. All right, very good. And he used it full auto. Did not take long to empty out that 30-round clip either. Thank you, Call of Clash. All right, anyways, Bobby Agee, constitutional market is all about dried up. The bank news caused folks to rush to safe haven assets. Primarily, the new allocator grabbed as much constitutional as they could. Also, pre-33. Wow. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, the constitutional silver is getting hard to come by. All right. And T-Square Talk, nice. I'm in Texas, finally. One of the perks to the heat. There you go. Nice. I think it was, T-Square Talk. That's cool. He's in Texas. And I thought I saw this. I don't know if Meteor Man is still here, but Meteor Man lives up in Canada. And, he says, hey, I would like Texas, but for those of us up north, it's too hot. And I can see that. Your blood kind of gets used to kind of where you're at. And I can see, that heat might be just too much for some people, especially if you're up in the Great White North. Yes, indeed. I don't know if Meteor Man is still here, but that's a good point. I meant to acknowledge that earlier, but anyways. Yeah. That's right. The tribe is exactly right. Platinum is half the cost of gold, but used to be more. That's right. I remember those days. And that's maybe that's one reason why I'm so bullish on platinum, because I remember those days vividly. I actually bought an ounce of platinum when it was more than gold. All right. John Doe. We're getting through these comments now. We're getting closer to today's comments. The MP5 is old. Try to find videos of a CMMG descent. You can have it in many calibers, like 5.56 or 300 blackout. I have to check that out. I would love to get an MP5. There's another version of the MP5 for civilian that you can get that's semi-automatic. I would love to get one of those. I think it's about $3,000 for it. I saw somebody on this community actually got one. I'd love to get one of those things. That would be pretty cool. It may even been the 300 blackout. I don't know. 90% isn't hard to come by in Ohio if you want to pay 24 times face. All right, there we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, Meteor Man is still here, and it was hot in Canada this week. 80 degrees this week. Wow. I assume that's got to be Fahrenheit, because that would be crazy. All right. Real MP5 auto tax stampede, I believe, is in the neighborhood of 30 to 45 grand. Wow. Insane in the membrane. All right, John Doe says here, Australia employment figures are made up. If you work 1 hour, you're classified as employed. Seek is the largest employment website here. When unemployment was around 6%, there was around 260,000 jobs on a national level on Seek. Now with half 3% employment, it's only 218,000 jobs. We have about 1 million International students come here to dilute the wages as part of the visa so they can work 20 hours, but most work for more than half the wage value. And yet Sydney, home medium value is 1.4 million. Interesting. All right. Wow. Interesting. Thank you, John Doe. Two Stroke Squashy. Do you think silver is being squeezed as it is more accessible metal? Perhaps people want exposure to the physical asset market but can't afford the outlay for gold. If someone has $50 spare per month, silver is far more accessible. That's exactly right. And that makes sense, and I'm certainly fine. That's great. However, I would say that if once you accumulate a certain amount of silver, I think it's good to diversify into a little bit of gold. Yes, indeed. All right. Solemn Stacker says, semi-auto MP5s are between $2 and $3 grand. Okay, very good. Awesome. Nice. I'd love to get one of those. That'd be pretty cool. That's right. Silver price is now just more than halfway to its atomic number. That's right. More than halfway to $47. That's right. Alexander on this, and we'll get to today's videos. We're getting closer. On the depository's website, it had info on them trying to develop a type of card that could be used for shopping. They claim to respect privacy, so maybe they will focus on transactions instead of purchases. They will also let you store gold, silver, palladium, and platinum. In other news, Texas may vote for succession in November. Whoa! Really? That is something else. Big Trader is here. Welcome. Silas Marner is still here. All right. We're getting closer, guys. Got a lot to cover here tonight, and I appreciate you guys sticking with me here tonight as we march through these comments. And we prepare for this as a longer one. Pieces of 8. And thanks for bringing up the 87,000 agents scare. 87,000 new IRS employees are planned for, not 87,000 IRS agents. Employees, okay. Many current IRS employees are nearing retirement. They are not all IRS agents. And it would be disingenuous to maintain that they're all agents, just as it would be disingenuous to claim that all airline employees are pilots. Yeah, that makes sense. I understand. But, and thank you for the correction there. But the thing is mark my words, they will hire more agents, and they will hire more employees, by the way, too. Because the thing is, even if they're not all agents, make no mistake, some of them will be, and the ones that are employees will be aiding and assisting the agents. It takes more than just agents to do audits, by the way. That's the problem. So if it were just agents, I would probably be fine with that, because agents only do enforce the law, but they're going to increase these things. So in a way, your correction, which I appreciate you bringing me, makes it worse. Actually makes it worse, because you have more people to go and peruse through all of our tax returns and mark those. Because it's not the agents, pieces of 8, it is not the agents that choose who gets audits. They just enforce the audit orders. That's the difference. That's the difference. Further disinformation that they will be specifically targeting the masses of low earners are promoted by candidates for office and their supporters. Well, it's a fact. It is an absolute fact that they do target low earners. Voters who took these people for guidance blindly parrot the talking points if they can remember them. Context is everything when talking about these potential actions. They may or may not affect those already down on their luck. Well, historically, the data proves that is what happens. You just don't hear about it in the news. But yes, indeed, they do typically go after the middle class and lower income earners because of what's triggered. Small businesses typically get hit because of the triggers that cause them to happen. The worst part of all of this is that America is being rent asunder by partisan politics, pitting Republicans and Democratic voters against each other and distracting from the biggest problem they face, wealth inequality. That is not the biggest problem we face. That is a leftist talking point. I'm sorry, pieces of 8. That is a leftist talking point that tries to do class warfare. It is not wealth inequality. The biggest problem is we're going away from the Constitution and moving away from individualism, and it's all about government control. And yes, that is a partisan talking point, and I'm proud to parrot it, and because it's the truth. It is the absolute truth. Look at what these Democrat cities do and what Democrats are trying to do in Congress. Not only in Congress, but in our government. Look at the unelected administrative state as an example. Look at what the IRS did, by the way, under Lois Lerner. They targeted a vast majority of conservative organizations. Now, there are people who say, well, look at the nuance of it. They did target some liberal groups too. Very few, like less than 5%. During the Tea Party movement, it was a vast majority were Tea Party and conservative that they targeted. Look at what the FBI is doing now. These 87,000 employees in the IRS that are being done, some of them will be agents. It's bad news, and they will be going after you and me, pieces of eight. Sorry, I disagree. Anyways, all right. Veritas Files, where's the price of silver going? I couldn't care less. Price has nothing to do with why I stack. And you know what? That's actually should be the ultimate attitude for all of us stacking silver. However, that's when you think about what silver and gold are as money. How often, though, however, we must consider price when we buy and sell, obviously. It's a consideration with whenever we do buy it and sell it, but not the reason why we stack it. We stack it because of the value of the metals, not the price of the values. But anyways, I'm stacking to protect and prepare my family, full stop. I hope the price drops a lot and rapidly so I can buy more. However, at the end of the day, I don't care if silver is $10 an ounce or $1,000 an ounce. Same goes for gold. Silver and gold are actual, natural, real money, and that's all I need to know. There you go. That's right. Puts it in perspective. All right. You know what I need? Red Carler says someone needs to audit the gold reserves at Fort Knox. You know what really needs to be audited? The IRS needs to be audited. Somebody needs to audit the IRS. Daniel Bullrunner Lamb. Silver was $12, but you couldn't find any silver anywhere, and the sellers wanted orders over 300 or more. That's right. Yes, indeed. That's exactly right. Let's see here. Bosnian Stacker, very interesting, and thumbs up. This is these two 1 ounce rounds do not weigh the same. That's right. Pretty wild. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. Very, very good. And we've got Big J says BRICS gets their currency going. Half the world won't need us dollars, and what's going to explode inflation, possibly hyperinflation here at home. Yeah, if they were to get their currency going. The thing is that no one really knows how successful their new currency get if they were to actually make that happen. We'll see here. Very good. Yeah, it's a good question, Rocky Superstar. Why did Social Security Administration buy all that ammo back in 2014? You know, why did the Social... Anybody want to tell me why the Social Security Administration bought tons of ammo back in 2014? That news story just dropped out of the news. It's crazy. Good Citizen. In Illinois, 24 face value for constitutional. I believe one should still buy $50 even at this extremely high price. Yeah. Yeah, the prices are going up. If you can find it, they're pretty high. Good evening, Albie, Huckleberry. Good evening to you. All right, Big J's been off grid for years. Cash sidesteps the bank. Metals protect your savings. There you go. Fatal Error Gaming has a comment on this. Says the following. Surely is scary. I really want to use cash, but of course I don't have a coin shop close to me. So going to be stuck using ACH or credit card. Going to have to figure it out. Maybe use a bought debit card that isn't connected to your actual bank account. And there will be a way around. I'm sure people are already trying to figure this out. That's right. That is a good idea, Fatal Error Gaming. You can do that. All right, the clowns are back in the house in 4 days. We botched that. Not well thought out. Dems win again. Yep. Well, the thing is, in Tennessee, here's what needs to happen in Tennessee. The Speaker of the House of Tennessee, when the Democrats do their quote insurrection, because that's what they call January 6th. It's exactly the same thing as what happened on January 6th, minus the breaking of windows. But they are disrupting an official proceeding on the House floor, right? So if these Democrats do that again, then the Speaker should expel them again. And then the commissioners of their localities of their county will send them back again. And every time they do it, just expel them each and every time. And you know what really gets my goat about what happened in Tennessee is they're trying to make it a race issue, and you got Camel Toe Harris going over there and crying about it, when saying you're squashing their free speech. No, we're not. No, they didn't. They spoke out of line. They infringed on the rules of the House, and they are the ones that stopped an official proceeding and broke the rules of the House. And so they are the ones that were infringing free expression by doing that, by disrupting order in an official proceeding, disgracing the state of Tennessee and disgracing America by extension and association. When you have the president, the vice president of the United States going down there and applauding them for breaking the law or breaking the rules of the House and from being disruptive. It absolutely boils my blood. And it just goes to show you the hypocrisy of these people. But if I was the Speaker of that House, yeah, come on back in. And I would, if I were them, I would say, hey, you're back. Your commissioner sent you back, and it was their right to do so. But you tell you what, if you do the same thing again, you're out of here. And it will be that quick. And I would literally have guards right there. As soon as they get up to speak, have the guards ready to take them right out. Just to forcefully remove them from the building. In fact, metal detectors should be there to make sure they cannot bring in a bullhorn. No bullhorns allowed on the floor of the House. Anyways, all right, that's my soapbox. Sorry, that story just really got me, and hardly anybody's talking about the sheer hypocrisy of it. And then you have them bringing race into it. Just set me over the edge when they tried to make it a racial thing. It's an insanity. Anyway, sorry. All right, back to the front. Atlas says here, if the currency is backed fractionally against gold, why would anyone sell gold at spot price? The gold spot at $2,000 assume a 10-to-1 fractional ratio. My $2,000 in gold offers me a 10K of leverage. Go down that rabbit hole. Why would large players not buy all they can and turn drastically, raising the value? Offers me 10,000 leverage. I'm not sure I follow exactly how this fractional ratio, where your logic is behind that, and how it relates to this story. But anyways, thank you. All right. Brian Hustack says silver will hit $45 in 2 months. All right. It's been some pretty bold predictions by some folks here on some of these videos on silver. But very interesting to see. Yep. Exactly. That's right. Liquid Electrum. You judge a man by his actions and demeanors, and that's exactly right. Yeah, Gold Chick, they brought a bullhorn in there, and they started, yelling and protesting, disrupting proceedings, and these are House members doing it, acting like just the common protester right on the House floor. It was a disgrace. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, look up the story. You didn't hear about it too much. The only way you heard about it in the news is when the mainstream media, even Fox News Radio, says that they expelled 2 black members of the House. Race had nothing to do with it. It had nothing to do with it. Even conservative media is falling for that bunk, and it's insane. It's absolutely insane. All right, very good. And Silver Wolverine, I don't like mining stocks. I'd rather own what they dig for. There you go. All right. Celtic 15C says also shelf stable food and water, food and water assets. That's right. A lot of different things to stack, including pet food too. That's right. T-Girl Amber. Not everything is always bigger in Texas, says T-Girl Amber. But that's my dating life problems. I love it. That's great. Oh, man. Bad luck in Texas for T-Girl Amber. However, I believe Texas has something here that Californian wants in. Sound money. There you go. All right. Yes, indeed. Rocky Superstar. Saw JM and ASE of $49.17. Wow. Insane. $49.17 for a Silver Eagle. Man. Very good. All right. My kitten is a grandmaster. Those are some beautiful coins. Thank you. That's from this morning's video about gold is a forbidden cure. Silver Honda, your 2021 gold Canadian maple leaf. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think us Americans need to pay the $32 trillion national debt before any type of gold standard. Yes, indeed. But likely that's not going to happen anytime soon. Everything will be revalued. Probably our debt will even be revalued as well, too. All right. And we've got Luigi Stacks. That leaf is so beautiful. Thank you. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I like that coin. Love the design on it. Pretty neat. Good stuff. Good stuff. Culture of Currency. There you go. The Culture of Currency is popping in. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Good to see you. So just popping in to personally thank you for all of you have done for my channel. Really honor all of you have done and hope you know my success is partially yours. Well, thank you. Congratulations. Culture of Currency, a great place to go if you want to see really good content showcasing some really cool coins. You'll learn a lot. Culture of Currency goes into in-depth knowledge of the coins that he showcases. Does a lot of research. Great presentation. Great commentary on those pieces. So check out Culture of Currency's channel. Yes, indeed. All right, very good. And let's see here. Very, very cool. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I hurt your feelings, Michael Phillip? What did I say? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. What did I say, Michael Phillip? So I can apologize. Let's see here. Very good. And let's see here. And we've got Zurka Play Metal says, the Marlin is badass. Thanks for the info. Yes, indeed. Love the Marlin. Pretty cool stuff. Yes, indeed. And we've got Cap Joe Fred says, love the Marlin. Wish they would come out with a Tarpoon coin in silver since the nickname Silver Kings. Yeah, there you go. That would be pretty cool. Sergeant Gold is here. Welcome. I don't have any chaser tonight for my coffee. Mutant Rife on this video from this morning says the following, and I quote, if the size of the fiat Federal Reserve note shrank and expanded based off its value relative to 1913's value, who needs tweezers to handle them? Yeah, exactly. 98% of its value has been lost. 98% of its value has been lost. All right. All right, let's see here. I have saved ASCs ever since 1986. 2023 may be the first time I miss, unless in the future it is cheaper. Yes, I understand. It's crazy. They are really going for pretty high premiums now. It's insane. Let's see here. Michael Phillip, can you tell me what I did to hurt your feelings so I can apologize? If I missed something you said, I apologize. All right, let's see here. Nice coins in this video. Thank you, Bosnian Stack. I appreciate it. Try to show some different coins in some of the videos. If you want free education, just listen here. Thank you. Appreciate it. Doesn't cost anybody to watch the channel, and I really appreciate it. As a proof, ASC, even necessary for the common folk. Just buy regular ones. Seems fine with me. Yeah, proof Silver Eagles are for collectors only. Yep, they're not meant to be stacked. Daryl loves heavy metal. Yes, indeed. I do too. All right. Very good. I'm a pretty big fan of heavy metal. All right. Where are we at? Milwaukee's Beast. There you go. Big trader. Milwaukee's Beast. And let's see here. Let's march on to the next one. Jimmy Hat says, last spring I passed up on gold. Now an ounce is $500 more now. I want to buy some where the price drops again. Yes. It'd be nice to see gold drop. Plata Pura. That's right. Double down, guy. We love Plata Pura. Pure silver in Espanol. Sin City, good evening. I can't wait for you to do another scam call. Yeah, they have not called me. I've not gotten any. No calls tonight from scammers. Man, oh man, I'm jealous of Stefan. He's toured the chorus twice in Golden, Colorado. Wow, oh, that would be cool, man. That is awesome, Stefan. He actually toured the chorus plant right there in Golden, Colorado. Hello, Luigi Stacks. Good to see you. CPI tomorrow will be big. I'm hearing possible 50-point increase again. I doubt it would be 50 basis. I did a video about that this afternoon, actually, Silver Wolverine, about the CPI numbers coming out tomorrow. I think it's going to be 25 basis points. About 75% of the market, or 70% think it's going to be 25 basis points. Now, if the job numbers come out between now and after the CPI comes out, job numbers keep going up, so they say anyway, then we may see another 25 basis point next time. But anyway, Silita, thumbs up on this one. Thank you so much from this morning. Daryl, hi Slurp, hope you're having a great day. Yes, indeed, I am, and I hope you did as well, too. All right. John Bethia, as we march on up here, says the following. The U.S. government will have to pull back from many countries in the world to stop spending and spreading the worthless, unbacked dollars. Politicians will have to go down their foot on wasting spending on government. We will have to go back to the way we were in our past. The government has based our standard of living on a false economy. Well, with all the debt that we've got and increasing deficit spending, people are getting nervous about the dollar for sure. Hello, Ominous Rooster. Welcome. Good to see you, Ominous Rooster. All right, let's see here. And the Global Warmer with a thumbs up on this video. Thank you, Global Warmer, whose birthday is today. I don't know if he's here. What did Michael say? I'm looking for Michael. I just need a safe space to be who I really am. Okay, well, yeah, you're certainly welcome to post here and be here. You're always welcome here, Michael. So I don't know if I get exactly what you're saying there. But yeah, you're more than welcome to be here. Silver Wolverine, some of the FOMC members wanted 50 last time. Powell needs to stop being weak and go big. Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah. I know there was some talk. Some of them wanted him to go bigger, but I don't think it's going to happen. Highly unlikely in my view. For them to do a 50 basis point rate hike now, I think it's, I don't think that'll happen. He's been very cautious in the hawkish moves. I think we're done with the 50 basis. It would take something really, really big to make that happen, in my view. But who knows? Liquid Electrum switched back to Corona. Very, very good. My Corona. My Corona. All right, let me get this out. Now it's in my head here. Let me see if I can make it happen here. All right, here we go. Just a second here. My Corona. My Corona. My Corona. My Corona. Yeah. All right, there we go. Enough of that. Gordon McGrath, thank you, brother. I think that was coupled with your last one, $4.99. Let's do 10 push-ups for Gordon McGrath. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. All right, more cowbell. There you go. All right. Good to see you over here. All right. Let's see here. Very good. Let's do some push-ups. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There we go. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you guys are great. Let's see here. All right. I'm still confused about what Michael Phillip was saying, but maybe he was just joking around with me. I'm going to assume he was joking around because he knows he's always welcome. He's been here long enough. He knows me. Let's see here. 72% Mexican government issues silver coins. I think they're pretty cool. I've got a couple of them. I think they're nice. I don't know. It's like that world spending silver. Some of it you can get for pretty cheap. Some of it has some pretty good numismatic value. I think it just depends. I've got some of it, but yeah, but not a whole lot. I don't know that I would necessarily stack it, Liquid Electrum. I think it's fun to kind of collect it. Silver Supplement is here. Good to see you, brother. I hope you're doing well. Oh, yeah, good to see you. Let's see here. Very good. Bosnian Stacker, I do not think that anyone can save the U.S. Mint. Yes, indeed. I know. I don't think so either. Oh, my goodness gracious. All right. And we've got Silver Honda. Sweet Home, Pennsylvania. Beautiful gold memorial sovereign coin. Thank you, Silver Honda. You were the man. You were the man. And we've got David Farmer on this video. Morning, sir. Just to let you know, the Royal Mint is in South Wales. Here's a bit of a reputation for the odd duff coin being knocked out on Friday afternoon. There's a heartwarming story about a Welshman, a toilet window, and a catapult, and a metal detector. Regards, England. Interesting. Wow. Wow. Thank you, David Farmer. Liquid Electrum, 5 more. All right, let's do 5 more real quick for Liquid Electrum. Thank you, brother. Michael Phillips gone woke. All right. He's gone woke. All right. I think he is just joking with me on that. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, there we go. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go. And thank you so much, Liquid Electrum, for that. All right, we got here is Zero from this morning's video. Inspired by Steve Forbes, by the way. Says, if we really did have serious problematic climatic catastrophe and the cure was shielding the planet with a blanket of gold dust spread across the upper atmosphere, would all the gold held in storage be relinquished to save our atmosphere? Hint, there is a prehistoric narrative that just had that problem. Yeah, wow, interesting. Yeah, gold dust. Gold dust, man, to shield the planet. All right, very good. And guys, great. Thanks for being here. Appreciate the thumbs up, by the way, guys. Thank you. All right. And we've got Jay McGuire. Nice piece right there. The chunkier, the funkier. Yeah, gotta love the chunky. That chunky monkey. Need my safe space. There you go. Michael Phillip needs his safe space. Exactly right. Let's see here. I really believe we need to come up with a list of companies that went woke with a substitute for that product. Yep, the free market's going to have to take care of it. And there are some options out there. But it just takes a little bit of research, and they're smaller companies. But anyways. Robert Brand. Hey, Sal, are you saying there's more silver than gold? You are saying there's more silver than gold. Silver Slayer is saying there's more gold than silver. Who was right? Who was wrong? Well, I hate to. Silver Slayer's a nice guy, but I hate to break it to him, but he's wrong. There is absolutely way more silver than there is gold. By any and every single measure, there is way more silver than gold. It's just a statistical fact. And so I kind of can't believe that he would say that there's more gold than silver, but sadly he's wrong. But anyways, let's see here. All right, very good. No offense to Silver Slayer, but anyways, GST 777 as expressed in the Wizard of Oz, a bimetallic standard is the only way for a stable economy. There you go. It would be nice to have something like that. I agree. Very good. And let's see here. DD Prepper says, excellent report. Thank you, DD Prepper. Thank you. Risking YouTube. Okay. Yeah, I hope not. I don't think I said anything that broke their standards, but I gotta, but anyways, all right, very, very good. All right, Consuelo Villagas says here, let me get to this, so that I can do this, and then I can get over here to this, or that, then where I can do this, and then say, what do you think about selling gold for profit? I bought before 2020, it was cheaper at that time. Thing is, I don't need to use the money at this time. Should I keep the gold? Yes, I'm raising my hand, yes, because you have to take into account inflation. Adjust for inflation and then see what your profit is. And even if there is some profit from that, I think gold is, if you don't need the money, keep your gold. Consuelo, I would keep the gold. Wow, it's good stash spot if no bombs. Tractor trailers to bury. Interesting. Wow, bomb shelter. All right, let's see here. And we have got H2 says, and platinum is more rare than gold and silver. That's right. Yep, it sure is. Talked about that many times. Matt Bittner with some algorithmic emoticons here, which I appreciate. Silver and hex, perfect online, offline combination. Interesting. Don't know what hex is, but anyway, it's all right. Gold Chick chimes in here. Let me get to where I can do this, and I quote. She says, there's still Spanish-American gold and silver coins off the Florida coast coming up. I see it, usually PCGS graded often in my LCD, and I have accidentally run into people who were part of the Odyssey 1715 submarine deep water wreck off Cape Canaveral. They had chunks of molten aluminum from the Challenger shuttle explosion. Wow, that's wild. The cops were going to chase me away until I started identifying the stones and adorned a sword handle. Then the owner told the cops to let me stay, and a stay I did. That is cool, Gold Chick. Imagine what you saw. That is amazing. The coins are incredible and retail for about 10 times spot value for the gold. That's cool. Yes, I can imagine. There's some good finds there. That is really neat. DD Prepper with some algorithmic emoticons in this video. Thank you, DD Prepper. Always appreciate it. You guys are great. Thank you for being here tonight. Each and every one of you. Appreciate it. Cyber Curtain Twitcher. Kitty for notification. Bottom left at 124. A great comparison you mentioned with weights and measures. Thank you so much, CCT. Cyber Curtain Twitcher. Thank you. Stefan. Forbes draws a lot of water in his town. Forbes draws a lot of water in his town. I'm not sure I understand what you're going with that. But anyways, thank you, Stefan. Let's see. Thingamajigger. Weird that they would have the king on a queen memorial coin. Yep, I know. It's crazy. And it's one of the first ones that they did for 2022. With the king, with the sun, and I guess they have some with the queen as well on them. She's on the back, and Charles is on the obverse. Media Man, at these prices, I would only buy gold I really want, like the 2016 Gold Mercury to complete the trio. Yes, and that is the key of that series too, by the way. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's the one that draws a lot of water. Sal, you don't draw. Okay. I don't draw poop. He draws a lot. So his home, he uses a lot of water. Does he have a farm or something, Stefan? Is that what it is? I don't know. But that's interesting. All right. Liquid Electrum. It's a wake-up time. That's right. It's a wake-up time indeed. Christopher McCormick with a cup of beer, I think is what that is. Thank you, Christopher McCormick, on this one. And we've got Troy T. Says here, 2 days ago I had picked about 30 ounces total from a bullion dealer. All I had to do was click send and $980 would be withdrawn from account. Still thinking, premium prices are high, $6-7 per coin. Dang. Yeah, crazy. Wow. Crazy, crazy. Mm. All right, I just finished the coffee. I have no chaser. I forgot to get water. Dang it. The Old Time says, I think Sal just likes saying thick. I do. I do like it thick. Yes, indeed. Fiddlemaster J, did Joe Biden say that he pushes out eggs? Not sure. Not sure. Danny Gonzalez says, from now on, no currency will be trutted. The cat is out of the bag. I think he meant to say trusted. Only metals can be valued. The world will never go back to any fiat or digital scam. It equals trade or no trade. Well, Danny, sadly, we're a long ways off from that. Because everybody still trusts currencies now. Most everybody does. Even we as stackers still trust our dollar here. We use it every day. It's not gotten to the point where we're throwing it in the streets yet. It's only then when we don't fully trust it. But we are taking some of them and buying gold and silver with it, right? Yes, indeed. All right, let's see here. Mark Lewis says, the gold marlin is nice, Sal. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate that. Very, very, very good. About Silver Journey. It'd be amazing to go back to a gold standard, but it actually happening remains to be seen. Sadly, I don't expect it anytime soon. I don't either. I agree with you. I don't think it's going to happen. Thanks for the thumbs up, Mark Hawley. John Doe, a fractional reserve financial system based on a fiat currency is the definition of fraud. All right. 100% beyond a shadow of a doubt, absolute fact. Yep. I mean, essentially it is. We're being robbed blind with our currency. The values of the dollars we earn today are losing value tomorrow. Literally value tomorrow. Yep, it's crazy. Let's see here. Very, very good. Let's go back up. Nan Double X. I think Silver Superstar is Bosnian Stacker now. He came under a new channel name. I'm not sure why that happens, but I'm pretty sure that's who that is. Luke F. Gold is my friend. Mine too. Mine too. And all right, folks. Well, hey, we're going to play a little game now. We're going to play a fun little game. And if you go to my channel page and scroll all the way to the right, you will see a search bar there, a little search thing. And if you were to put in a search for anything, likely a video is going to come up. Why is that? Because I've got over 5,900 videos on this channel. I know I don't have much of a life, do I? But so we're going to make a game of it. We're going to have a little bit of fun. And this is where you get to pick the search term, and we're going to have fun with the search term. So when I type the word go, after 3 pluses, put in your search term, okay? Like that. But there's a couple little rules for it, okay? We're going to see what pops up when you do it. It can be as crazy, it can be wild and as zany as you want. Yes, it can even be a little bit naughty, and it can be a little bit salacious. Oh, JM Alicia's here. Hey, JM, you're here. Thank you, brother. And he's going to post the link after we do it. So what you'll do is you'll make a funny search term, whatever you think, but no more than 3 words. They must be actual words from the English language, no proper names. And it can be a little bit crazy, be a little bit zany, a little wild, salacious, but just not overly vulgar. All right, go. Let's see what you guys come up with. Actual words from the English language. And so there we go. Let's see what pops up here. No more than 3 words. Let's see what we've got, okay? We'll have to see what pops up here. All right. I'll let this go for a little bit. I'm going to just watch it. Oh, thank you, the Global Warmer. I appreciate that, man. And happy birthday again, my friend. Very kind of you, sir. The Global Warmer's birthday is today. He's still here. That's awesome. Thank you so much. All right. All right. All right, everybody, let's stop. Everybody stop. Everybody stop. Everybody stop. Here we go. And let's go. All right. Here we go. Oh, yeah, let's do here. All right, here we go. Let's do this one here from Silver Hair Stacker, Beer Thirsty. Oops, let's get to this. And Beer Thirsty. Let's see what pops up on our Precious Metals channel. Will a video with the search term Beer Thirsty show up? No, he broke the search. Look at that. Wow, he broke the search. Let's pick another one before the stop sign. Let's get it from, let's see here. Nickel stacking from Nickel Stacking. Let's see if Nickel Stacking pops up here. I actually already know that that's something will pop up here because I've done a video on nickel stacking. Boom. U.S. coin alloy changes coming soon. Should you save nickels? Actually, this video is still pretty relevant today because these alloy changes have not come in yet, but they are seriously considering it, and it is something that the new Mint director has addressed fairly recently again. So nickel stacking from Nickel Stacking, there it is. All right. And I need glasses. What do I need glasses? Did I miss something? Stefan, I'm sorry. Did I miss something? Dang it, I must have missed something here. Anyways, I don't know what I missed. I hate being out of the loop, anyways. So there it is. All right, very, very good. Oh, I'm sorry. It was 30. All right, hold on a second here. All right, let me see here. Did I get that wrong? What did Silver Hair Stacker say? Oh, let me see here. Where is it at? I'm losing my place here. Beer 30. All right, beer 30. All right, let me try that again. I'm sorry. I need, no wonder why. You're right, Stefan. It's 30. I missed. Sorry about that. Thank you. Let me try it again. That was my bad. Beer 30, not 30. I just assumed thirsty with beer. You know what I mean? Hello, Escort. Let's try it again. Beer 30. All right. Very well. This is a long one. The milkshake theory and Warren Buffett. This is from 2 years ago. This is a real long video anyway. So that was my bad. I mucked it up. So let's go with the other one. But thank you. That was a good one. I'm sorry. That was my bad. Now, where did JM Unleashed post that link? I think we're going to go. Oh, he deleted it. Shoot. All right. These longer videos, I don't want you guys to have to watch that whole thing with this interview here. So let's, and the rest of these are live streams. So let's do it. There's a nickel stacking one again. So we'll go with nickel stacking one. We'll do that one. It's actually still pretty relevant. That was my bad. I'm sorry, Silver Hair Stacker. Beer 30. And that was my problem. All right. Thank you, guys. All right. So check out the nickel stacking video. And yeah, let me know what you think of that. Put in here that you're watching from this live stream. You can put beer 30 in there. I muffed it up. That was my bad. But anyways. All right. Thank you. All right, everybody. We had a great time tonight. Thank you so much for being here. And I appreciate you very much. And I'm going to leave you with this sage piece of advice, and that is to keep your feet in the stars. Keep reaching for the ground. We will be back here on Friday night for our regular live stream again. More fun times. Maybe we'll get a scammer call then.